Good morning, goddammit, piss and vinegar day 253, maybe. Chest and triceps, so chest dominant push day here. And yeah, I'm doing some incline barbell press. What the fuck's going on with this? There we go, that was weird. That wigged me out. Yeah, doing some incline fucking Smith machine press. Sick of doing one arm at a time, unilateral movements to make up for the weakened, injured arm. And this arm is getting there. It's pretty close now. It's probably 95% of the way there for everything but my bicep and forearm. But for like pecs, back, tricep, delts, it's pretty close. So now I'm doing some bilateral work. The limitation's still the left arm. Like I can feel not being, and also this fucking machine's fucked. I had to spray the shit out of it with WD-40. There was heaps of friction, and it kept just kind of like toppling over and shit. And it made 60 kilos feel like 110 kilos. So I put some WD-40 on it. It was still not perfect, but the difference was I could feel my pecs way better than if I was doing, barbell, a free barbell movement or a fucking dumbbell movement or whatever. So yeah, it's good. And the thing is, my left arm it's the ratio of stimulus is like relative. So like my right arm is probably got 2 reps in reserve by the end of it because it's stronger, but the left arm is going to total failure. So that way, it's probably a maintenance-ish dose or a less adaptive dose for my right arm. And then the left arm is a limiting factor or the failure point, in which case that arm is getting more adaptations because it's closer to failure, right? So even though I'm not doing one at a time, they're close enough. My arms are close enough now that I can do, like an incline Smith machine press like this, and have a maintenance dose with my right arm, which I already was doing unilaterally, and then a stimulus dose for my left arm, if that makes any sense. But part of it is just like impatience. I'm bored of fucking doing one arm at a time, and I'm close enough to now to the point where I can do shit like this. But yeah, I've felt my pecs way more on the Smith machine. I've never done a Smith machine, or I haven't done a Smith machine press in a long time. I used to always take the fucking stupid, barbell pill where everyone would be like, yeah, fucking barbell bench press is way better for chest gains. And I'd be like, yeah, I guess it is, even though I can't feel my pecs in the least fucking bit. I could feel my front delts and tricep, but not an ounce of pecs was I ever feeling. And occasionally I remember doing the Smith machine and be like, oh, I can feel my muscles a lot more right now, but I probably shouldn't do this movement because it's not got cool stabilizer muscles, and it's like not a compound. And now in hindsight, it's like, no, compound movements are fucking stupid if you can't feel them because of the stability issue or injury issue or whatever, or a biomechanics issue. Then of course use the fucking Smith machine. And when I used the Smith machine, I could actually feel the pecs, not like my shoulder joint or fucking stabilizer muscle. So that was cool, and I'm going to stick to doing that most of the time. I like the dumbbell incline press, but I do think that Smith machine press felt better. You can also micro load barbells, whereas you can't micro load dumbbells. And so progressively overloading on a dumbbell press means that I have to go up 2 reps, whereas on a Smith machine, you can just go up, a half a kilo or a kilo, as little as a kilo if you want to. So I like that. And it fills the pecs great. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. And then for the decline press on the cable here, this is something that even when I am fully 100% healed, I will continue doing because I don't have 2 cable machines. But also I like going one arm at a time because I think there is benefits to doing unilateral training. You get less fatigue at the same stimulus ratio. You might get more stimulus or more motor unit recruitment because you aren't having to coordinate as many muscles. If you're coordinating 2 pecs, 2 triceps, 2 front delts, etc., then there's a higher likelihood that you won't get as many motor units and not as much mechanical tension. Whereas if you can isolate by doing one arm at a time, very well could get more mechanical tension. And just because of the one arm factor, you can get more abduction, which allows me to feel my lower fibers and the inner fibers of my pecs, and I like that. So I'm going to continue doing that regardless of how much I hate doing unilateral movements, because I think it's good for my pecs. And then I'm starting to do side laterals on every single push day now. So normally I would do side lateral raises on my shoulder dominant push day. But I thought, fuck it, man. Like, side delts are small. They recover quick. They're not very heavy, so they're not central nervous system, brutal. So I thought I may as well do it twice a week. because the side delts don't get as much indirect stimulus as the rear and front delts through presses and rows. They get a bit, but hardly the amount that they get in the retrospective front delts and rear delts. Then I'm doing the cable tricep extension. I like this one for my right tricep especially because my left tricep is hypermobile. So I have this full range of motion, or this extra range of motion, that allows me to sort of really nicely contract the inner head of the tricep. Whereas my right, unless I bring my elbow really far into my rib cage as I am here, I don't get as much inner tricep activation. So I went from sort of a vertical press down to more of a 45-degree kickback, and this is just a really nice movement. With dumbbells, it's garbage. You get shit resistance curved, and you only get like maybe an inch of range of motion that's actually any tension, and there's a lot of momentum and bullshit at hand. But with the cables, they're fucking sick. And so basically, I mean, I think with my programming now, I've pretty much got exactly what I need. It's taken a while, but I'm like really uber confident with my programming right now. I'm going to make a video soon about how my program is really laid out, because it's a little mildly complicated, but it's all very thought out and considered. And I think, well, I'm getting great gains from it. I mean, my back and chest have grown heaps since I tore the bicep and started doing more frequency of effort, getting more muscle protein synthesis. And then the last one I'm doing here is an exception to the rule. Normally I don't do high reps, but my left tricep, since the surgery, has got terrible endurance. So I'm not that too dissimilar in strength now. You will see in a second I'll fail on the left arm, and then my right arm I'll continue going. So I can keep going with my right arm because it is a little bit stronger. But what it really is muscular endurance is shit. When I'm driving my car at the moment and I've got my arm up on the steering wheel, my tricep within like fucking 60 seconds is fatiguing, because it's just that I think the type 1 fibers are like just not there yet. I mean, I don't know, like I don't know what it is. It's just there's not much muscular endurance there at all. So I thought I'll go higher reps and see if that helps with, you know, the lack of endurance my left tricep has, because there is a slight different adaptation. You do have sort of an endurance resistance, like muscular, the type 1 fibers that are resistant to training stimulus. When you go higher reps, you get better at sort of adapting those to endurance type stimulus, or you get better at partitioning, you know, calcium ions and lactate with science. Basically, I'm working the endurance of my left tricep so that when I put my arm on the fucking steering wheel, I don't get tired after 60 seconds like an old man. Anyway, that's it for today. Peace out. Bye.